'cause now it is my turn. Just want
Welcome back to Rubbin Mind. So now it's time for the entertainment segment, and I have with me a multiple award-winning actor, model, voiceover artist, and bag of many talents, as we're about to discover, Daniel K.Daniel, or DKD. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's go straight to it. You've won awards. I'm talking about the AMVCAs last year, the AMAs, and even the Fashion Award in December. Does that put more pressure on you to deliver and win more awards, perhaps this year?
I would say yes, a little bit, because people have taken note. You know, Daniel K.Daniel is sort of an icon, and now I have to prove myself anywhere, everywhere I go. I remember vividly about a year ago, after I won the AMVCAs and the AMA, every movie set I went to after that, you know, people always wanted to, whenever it's time for me to film a scene, people always come around, they say, okay, you hear them whispering, okay, let's see what best actor has to give. Let's see, you know, you just hear people whispering, you know, in pockets, like, okay, let's see what the best actor has to give. They say he's the best actor, right? Let's see what he's going to do, you know, let's see what he's going to do differently. So it was just, you know, that kind of, and I always smiled when that happened, because to me, it was like, yeah, don't worry.
There's no pressure.
No pressure.
You've been best actor for a while.
Yeah, so it's great, it's awesome. I mean, like, I'm very, very grateful for all the accolades, and yes, it's just a challenge for me to do better. I mean, I don't feel like I'm in a competition with anyone. I feel like I'm in a competition with myself, you know, just trying to outdo myself. Yeah, so this is 2017. It's 2017, and of course, I keep on working really extra hard, and you know, hoping to have a better year than we did last year.
So you say you're not in competition with anyone, but what happens when comparisons are made between you and Idemi or Konlawon, Inina, Wigwe, those kind of actors? I mean, they're models, they're also well-built, some of them your same complexion, and you guys are vying for similar roles. So how do you deal with, even though they're not competition, but sort of competition that has been imposed on you by, say, the fans?
Well, I'll just, you know, take a line from what my mom used to say when I was starting out. She always used to say, if it's yours, you get it. That's referring to movie roles, because when we always used to go for auditions, you know, trials, you know, screen tests, casting sessions, you come out there and there's over 200, 300, sometimes 1,000 people, depending on the kind of audition. Maybe, let's say, a big company like, I remember back in the day, maybe an Izu Ojuku, or, you know, Amstel Malta Box Office, or, you know, Africa Magic, one of just, you know, the big companies having an audition. You have like 1,000, 1,500 people, you know, trying to get the same role that you. I think for me, it's eyes on the prize. I don't care about who else is there. I just come in, you know, give what I have to give. And like I said, like my mom always says, if it's yours, you get it. If it's yours, no one is going to take it away from you. I mean, much respect to all my colleagues, and most of them, you know, some of them are my friends. We laugh about this all the time. I remember a year ago when Blossom and I were nominated for Best Actor. I was in the same category with two of my very good friends, Majid, Blossom, and then Shogun Ariza, who was like a mentor, you know, a big brother. And we always used to laugh about it. Even Blossom and I did a couple of films before the award ceremony, and we always used to, if I don't win it, I hope you win it. If you don't win it, you know, it was just, you know, healthy competition. It's not that kind of competition that you want to kill somebody just to get him out of your way. No, it was more of a healthy competition. You know, I hope I win, but if I don't, I hope you win. You know, so that's what it's like with most of my peers. We don't. I don't think we're in any kind of unhealthy competition.
Okay. We're saying some of the big companies, when they do auditions, there are thousands of people, and, you know, these kind of roles that you're all jostling for. Do you think that now that you've won these awards and the recognition is coming in, that you're more selective of the kind of movies you act in? So recently you were in 76, you're in Soldier Story. These movies have traveled, they've been in the cinemas. So is there a chance that you'll still be doing Asaba movies if the price is right?
Oh, I love that question. Okay.
The producers might be watching you, so
no,
carefully.
Trust me. I have always been an advocate of, you know, good films. Advocate for it. It doesn't matter where it's filmed, who is filming it, you know, who else is in it. As long as it's a good film, I always want to be part of it. And nothing has changed. I've been very selective right from the very beginning. and nothing has changed, because even before I won all the accolades and the awards, first thing that always appeals to me for a job is a script. If you have a good script, you have my attention. And then we talk about my character. That's also another selling point. If you give me a good character, you have me. Before we even talk about finance, or who else is in it, or who's directing it, or where you're filming it. So I've gotten recognition for films I've done in the East, Enugu State, Asaba, Owerri, Yola. I filmed The Child about 6 years ago in Yola, faraway Yola, and in Jos. So I don't think it has to do with the geographical area where a film is,
so what you're saying, in essence, is that there are good scripts in Asaba, in Yola, in Kannywood, in Bollywood.
You got me. So yeah, I've done a lot of awesome films in Asaba, and I would always go back to, go anywhere. I get a good script. I've been invited to the UK, to the US. If the script is not good, you don't have my attention. I shot a very wonderful film in London in November last year with Belinda Effa. The movie is titled Talking Dolls. Awesome script. First thing that had me was the script. I didn't care where they were filming it.
But sometimes some of these scripts, what we hear is that they don't give everything away, so that people don't go and share their ideas with another producer. So how long does it take before you actually see the script from beginning to end? Or do you just see the first 5 pages or the synopsis and you're like, yes, that's my movie?
Well, if a producer that wants you to be on a film, that has chosen you. When a producer gets his script, or a director gets his script, he's gone through it, and he already, most of the time, even comes all the way from the writer. They already know the kind of characters they want for every role. So possibly there's maybe 3-4 characters, or 3-4 humans, vying for each character. So they already have these people in mind even before they start sharing out, getting across to them. And there has to be that trust. If you want me to be in your film, then you have to trust me, to a point of, because I have to see the script, to be honest. I'm not just going to see the first 2 or first 3 pages and then make my decision. No, I have to see the script before I tell you if I'm going to be on the film or not. So yeah, it has to go do with a lot of trust.
So you mean you read those scripts, like from beginning to end?
All the time.
Before accepting the role?
All the time.
So what happens when you go to those big auditions and there are no scripts? You still audition for those?
Yes, you do, but you have, they give you like a character Bible, describing the character that you're auditioning for. So you already have an idea of what role you're going to be playing. They give you a synopsis of the story. A synopsis, and that's
enough for you, the character Bible?
Yes, for an audition, that is okay for an audition. Now, if you get the role, you have to see the script.
So it's possible you could get a role, see the script, and you're like,
turn it down. Yes, it has happened with me.
How many times has that happened?
Wow, a lot of times. In fact, there was a time, sometime last year, I think in a month I had read over 15 scripts, and I ended up shooting just 3 of the films out of the 15 scripts. So, every time I'm like, my head is filled up, with different stories and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I have to go through all that.
So what happens? You see a script, you like it, you get the role, but the money doesn't make sense. What do you do?
Wow, that's tough. That's tough. But sometimes we do compromise.
Like they give you clothes for free or exposure?
No, not clothes for free. When I say compromise, I mean, for example, you have a very good film, and you already know how far this film is going to go. You can tell with the people in the production, the director, the producers, the production value, how far this is going to go. You can never be too sure. Let's be honest. Sometimes movies are touted to do. You think they're going to do very well, and then they go out there in the cinemas and they don't do well. And then the ones you least expect make a lot of money. So, but when you see a movie that has prospects, you sometimes can tell. So if you see something like that, yeah, you sometimes actors are willing to take pay cuts. Every actor has a minimum value. So yes, sometimes we are willing to go all the way to the barest minimum, of our worth to be in a movie. Footballers do it sometimes too. It happens all the time. Sometimes bankers take pay cuts, footballers take pay cuts to move to a club that they want to be in. It happens all the time. Maybe your home club is calling you, and you just because you want to move back home, or you want to move to a club that you were a childhood fan of, you take a pay cut. You probably were earning $100,000 before, and then the new club says, we can't pay you 100, we'll pay you 60. Say, okay, because I like you guys, I'll take 75. So
but that usually happens when they start getting old, and they're